All right, no sketch for this video because we're gonna have real talk time with sensory processing disorder. I want to talk about weight and sensory processing disorder. And by weight, I mean gaining weight when you have sensory processing disorder. Now, disclaimer, this is my personal experience. Everyone is different, okay? But I really noticed a shift in my sensory disorder when I gained weight. I was diagnosed with sensory processing disorder in college when I was at my thinnest because I was a musical theater girl. I was in a conservatory. We were moving 24/7. It was an unrealistic way of living. Got out of college, became a human being, and gained some weight. Something that shifted for me with sensory processing disorder was noticing how my body felt against itself. Now, none of this has to do with looks. None of this, that is a whole separate conversation. This is just about feel and how sensory processing disorder can alter because your body has changed, so the way you feel your body has changed. Feeling of my skin touching my skin has never been more prevalent, and it makes me want to scream into the void. Examples, right here. The way it touches between these two, I've never experienced overstimulation in this way before. Another area is my stomach. More so like right here, where sometimes if you're like sitting really awkwardly and it like overlaps, it's a crazy new feeling to have to get used to. And listen, I am also trying to alter my body a little bit to be more sensory friendly, to lose a tiny bit of weight so that I am not constantly focused on the feeling of my skin against my skin. But, to do that, it is a lot of exercise and eating right, which, to be honest, is another sensory hell with the constant sweating and having to deal with foods that sometimes I really just can't handle the texture of, but it's just really good for you, So it is a little bit of an everyday battle that maybe you don't think about. And again, this is just my experience, but I wanted to share it with you because I don't think it's talked about a lot on the internet. And it is an everyday struggle with sensory processing disorder that I think should be touched upon a little bit more.